All right, let's dive right into the Los Angeles Rams because honestly, I'm still trying to wrap my head around what we just witnessed. This team just played one of their best games of the season, taking on the Buffalo Bills in an absolute showdown, and they managed to pull off the win by 2 points in what was basically a nail-biter down to the final seconds. The Rams had to play mistake-free football to get this W, and they did just that. Also, they got a comfortable win against the 49ers. This performance shows me that the Rams are one of the most dangerous teams in the NFL, and no one is going to want to face them in the playoffs. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button. You won't want to miss all the latest insights, breakdowns, and updates on the NFL. Stay tuned for more and never miss a moment of the action. Now, let's circle back to the Rams, who just pulled off a much-needed win against the Bills, and the 49ers putting them at 8-6 and right behind the Seattle Seahawks in the standings. And honestly, I believe the Rams are the better team here, especially when they're fully healthy. I don't think I'm alone in that opinion. Even non-Rams fans would probably agree. The Rams have a ton of firepower and their potential is through the roof. You saw how the Seahawks were dominated by the Bills. These teams are on two different levels when they're playing at their peak. The difference starts with the offense, and at the helm of it all is Matthew Stafford. Sure, he's a little older, but washed is not a word I'd use for him. People might talk about Stafford's arm strength fading, but year after year, he continues to prove them wrong. This season, he's been incredible, especially when his two main guys, Puka and Kupp, are on the field. What do you expect from a quarterback without his top weapons? Probably not much. But when Stafford has his two-star receivers, he plays out of his mind. He's been a huge reason the Rams have had success. His arm strength is still elite, and he's unafraid to take chances. When you have a quarterback who's willing to push the ball downfield like Stafford, great things can happen, especially when you have weapons like Kupp and Puka. And speaking of Kupp and Puka, they form one of the best receiver duos in the NFL when they're both healthy. The versatility these two bring to the table is insane. They can be used in so many ways, and we see Sean McVay get creative with them every week. Whether it's in motion or switching between the slot and outside, they're always a threat. They both have the ability to run the entire route tree, which keeps defenses on their toes and ensures they're always getting open. Add in their ability to rack up yards after the catch, and it's no surprise the Rams' offense is so explosive. But it doesn't just stop with Kupp and Puka. The Rams have a deep receiving core with guys like Tutu Atwell and Demarcus Robinson, who might not always get the spotlight but still make crucial plays week in and week out. Having these two as solid third and fourth options gives the Rams a well-rounded receiving group that can step up whenever needed. And don't forget about tight end Kobie Parkinson, who adds another layer to this offense. When you have multiple weapons that can all contribute, it's a nightmare for defenses. This offense is loaded, and we saw that in their matchup against the Bills, where they dropped 44 points. The Bills' defense couldn't stop the Rams from marching down the field. Matthew Stafford finished with an impressive 23 for 30, over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. The Rams also went 11 for 15 on third downs, which is mind-blowing, over 75%. In today's NFL, even hitting 50% on third down is solid, but the Rams were nearly perfect. Every time they were faced with a third down, Stafford and the offense found a way to convert, and that's a huge part of why they won. Shifting gears a bit, I can't talk about this offense without mentioning the running game. Kyren Williams is an absolute stud. Week after week, he proves why he's one of the best running backs in the league. Against the Bills, while the final stats might not show it, he ran the ball well early on, finishing with nearly 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's against one of the best defenses in the league that prides itself on stopping the run. And it's not just Williams. Blake Corum also stepped up with over 30 yards on just 8 carries. This running back room is solid, and the Rams' offensive line has done a good job of creating running lanes and keeping Stafford protected. Even though the offense is getting a lot of love here, I do want to give some credit to the Rams' defense. They've been stepping up, especially in the pass rush. People were worried about this group at the start of the season, especially with Aaron Donald's status, but young players like Jared Verse, Kobie Turner, Braden Fiske, and Byron Young have really filled the void. These guys have shown out and are becoming exactly what the Rams needed on their defensive line. The pass rush has been a key factor for the defense, and when the pass rush is strong, the rest of the defense falls into place. While the Rams defense didn't have the best showing against the Bills, they did make some crucial stops that helped the Rams build a 2-score lead. Without those stops, this game could have easily gone the other way. As this young defense continues to develop, paired with this explosive offense, the Rams are setting themselves up to be a serious threat in the postseason. There's no reason this team shouldn't make the playoffs and have a real chance to beat anyone they face. If they can keep this momentum going, they'll be a team no one wants to play. All right, that's all for today. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep up with everything happening in the NFL, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We've got more content coming your way, and trust me, you won't want to miss it. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time.